We have a number of guests that are here that we're going to speak about this issue. We have Fatima Said. You're very welcome back to the programme, Fatima. And we also have here with us Saka Al-Makhadhi, a British Arab journalist based in London but used to live in Syria, which has its own issues when it comes to reporting, and Beltrou, who you may have met at the first part of our programme, a freelance journalist in Cairo. Well, Saka, let me start with you. You're looking at how your country, how the reporting is coming out of your country at the moment. We often hear how dangerous it is for journalists there. What do you think is the main issue when you look at the news?
Well, you know, Syria is the world's most dangerous place to be a journalist right now. And it was really interesting what Amar in Baghdad was saying just now before the break about having to hide the fact that he's a journalist, having to hide the fact that he's a reporter out on the street meeting people. You know, being a journalist should never be a crime. And that's exactly what the Egyptian authorities have done. They're trying to criminalize reporting because that's exactly what these Al Jazeera journalists were doing. They weren't committing any crime by our standards. They were simply reporting. They've been charged by some accounts with spreading false news, which in Egypt is apparently a crime. And this is a traditional way that the free press has been silenced across the Arab world, this accusation that these journalists are spreading false news. And, you know, the fact that they're being held by some accounts in solitary confinement for many of their detention period, in awful conditions, being held alongside terrorist suspects. This really shows how the Egyptian military dictatorship views journalists, and that is that they view them as dangerous as people holding bombs and guns.
Saka, you might be interested to meet Beltrou, who is a journalist in Cairo.